Glad that you're joining me here in the live stream. It is time for coffee. I was realizing what time it was, and I was realizing I haven't had a cup of coffee today, and that is just, it's gone way too long. I don't know about y'all, but you got to get coffee in the morning. Hey, this is a live stream, so definitely appreciate you watching. Guys, this new channel, remember to like and subscribe. Even if you guys just are saying hello, I appreciate it so much. Just leave me a comment below. Tell me how your day's doing. Have any coffee suggestions for me? Have any prayer requests? Or, hey, even if you just wanted to share your favorite scripture verse with me. I love that kind of stuff. So definitely comment below and like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Appreciate the support. So the last week, I have really been showing different ways to brew coffee, and I'm going to continue on today with that. So Chemex is a really great way to start off. So I am going to say the elephant in the room here. This is not an official Chemex. This is a basically generic one I got off of Amazon for about 15 bucks. I will probably put a link in the description below in case you guys want this one, or also put a one to the official Chemex. So Chemex is a brand, and I believe it was in the, oh gosh, 60s or 70s when the gentleman who invented it put together. It has a great history. There is some really cool YouTube channels out there where they talk about the history of Chemex. Maybe I'll link that in the description as well later on. Super cool stuff. But this is just really, if you look at it, and you take a V60, it's kind of similar. I mean, it really is kind of similar. And I'm actually going to use, the paper I'm going to use will be the same paper I would use for a V60. So that's kind of spoiler as far as that goes. But you know, with like I said, this week showing the different brewing methods, this might be something you're thinking about. So I'm going to go ahead and get the paper ready. I got my natural paper. And like with the V60, I always like to go ahead and make sure that I fold the end here, because I want to make sure that it doesn't get completely stuck to the outside of the glass itself. That can happen. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this in there right now and start on grinding up some fresh beans for the coffee. And then later on, I'm going to share just some scripture, you know, giving you a little bit of word of encouragement. It is faith and coffee bean, and that's what I do here. Let's measure out some beans. So I'm going to go ahead and set this aside right here. And get some beans measured out. Tear this. So today I'm using BKG. It's a Brooklyn company, and they're a roastery. I picked these up in Home Goods, of all places, and I've been pretty happy with them. Of course, I don't really tend to use them for espresso, but a pour-over, it's perfect for a pour-over. So definitely cool. So I do recommend them. I think I put a review on my channel for them as well, so if you want to see that. I am going to do about 20 grams or so. There we go. Almost there. 21, that's fine. There we go. So, like I said, it was just too early not to have my coffee. Now, of course, put this on here because when you use the water, it creates less retention, and I just find that it's just better, especially with using the grinder. Definitely a good way to go. So I'm always going to recommend it. This particular, just in case you're wondering, this vessel that I'm using to put the beans in, sometimes on Amazon you can find packages with the actual sprayer there and this this little vessel here, and I like that because it's a good little duo. And I'm going to do this on kind of a coarser setting, because of course this is a pour over. You want to make sure that you're not creating a blockage and going too fine. I'm heating up my Casa Brews right now. So I'm going to use that as a hot water source. So I hope with all the craziness of the news today and all the election stuff going here and there and all that stuff, all the craziness in the world, sometimes it's hard, not to stay focused and stay positive, because, I feel like today we are bombarded in so many different ways by the media and just all the craziness that's going on. And one of the scriptures I'm going to share, I like it because it's kind of about staying positive and kind of sharing that love, so to speak. So I think that's something we all need to do. In my day job, I'm a department head for a company, and there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stress in my day, and there's a lot of stress in all of our days. And the nice thing is to find an outlet where you could let out some of that stress, and that's what I love about coffee. And that's what I love about scripture and deepening your faith. They help you out with both, in my opinion. The coffee keeps me fueled for the rest of the day and tastes delicious and gives me something to do for fun. And then, gotta spend that time. So I always encourage everyone, take the time in your day just to chill out, read some scripture, have a cup of coffee. And that's kind of what I like to do in these moments here. So I really appreciate you hanging with me while we do this. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. Ooh, it smells really good. It has a big chocolate smell. Oh, man, it smells delicious. Oh, bummer. I just realized I didn't wash. Oh, my goodness. Normally, it's good to put some hot water in here to get out sometimes the papery taste. To be really honest, that is something a lot of the pros say. I cannot believe I didn't just do that right now. I'm so used to making espresso. But word for the wise, tip of the trick. Rinse out your paper. Oh, man. Goodness gracious. Can you tell I haven't had my coffee? So I'm using the Casa Brews to get my water. And of course, this is the same thing like the V60. You definitely want to make sure that you're spreading it around, circular motion tends to be the best way to do it. And give it some time to bloom. Let that CO2 start to come out of it. And while that's doing its magic, I'm going to get another round of water. Yeah, that's looking really good. Let me go ahead and kind of show you the top down. Smells really good. All right, one more water at least. Sometimes it's good just to do a little bit of a circular motion, mix it up a bit. Oh yeah, it smells really good. That's awesome. And put the last bit of water in there. And while that is doing its magic, as promised, I was going to read some scripture and share that with you. So I have been reading through the book of Romans with my son and just kind of getting into that. And it's just such a cool book. You know, one of the things I love is just the truth that comes out of it. So I really like this. This is in Romans chapter 12, verse 9. Let love be with you without hypocrisy. Abhor what is evil, cling to what is good. Be kind and affection to one another with brotherly love. In honor, giving preference to one another, not lagging in diligence, fervent in the spirit, serving the Lord. Rejoice in the hope, patience in tribulations, continuing steadfastly in prayer. Distributing the needs to the saints, giving to the hospitality, blessing those who persecute you, blessed and do not curse. Rejoice with those who rejoice, and weep with those who weep. Be of same mind toward one another, and do not set your mind on high things, but associated with them, the humble. Do not be wise, in your own eyes, or your, I'm thinking about the scripture, own opinion. Repay no evil for evil. Have regard for good things in the sight of all men. And that's kind of the part I wanted to focus on. Do not be wise in your own opinion. Especially right now when the world's going on, you know, it's you hear candidate this, candidate that, this is going on in the world. There's a lot of crazy stuff, and this isn't the place where I'm going to go through any of that because I just talked about coffee and Jesus. My point is that respect other people's opinions. I have family who we have completely different opinions on things, and that's okay. I have coworkers, we have different opinions on things. That's okay. That's the cool part about life. That's the cool thing, you know. My job isn't to get them onto my side and share his opinion. That scripture talks about being humble and doing right by others. And that's what we need to do. Do right by others. So the encouragement I'm going to give everyone is just put everyone else's perspective first, not just your own. So, yeah, it's coffee time. So, with this, super easy. I love the cleanup here. Just going to go ahead and make sure I get everything out. Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff. Easy, easy, easy. Perfect. And I am using a Polynesian mug from the Polynesian Resort over at Walt Disney World. I live in Florida. I love the Polynesian Resort. It is one of my absolute favorite spots in all of Disney property. There we go. That looks awesome. So a great technique. Like I said before, we've been kind of covering this week all the little different techniques. Hope you learned some tips and tricks. Try some coffee here. Oh man, that's good. Like I said, super chocolatey, rich. Definitely not acidic-y. Oh, that's such a well-balanced cup. Y'all, I hope you enjoyed this. Again, remember to like and subscribe. I just kind of treat this as you're hanging out with me, and all I ever hope is you learn a little bit about coffee, learn a little bit about your faith, and you get encouraged. Guys, remember to like and subscribe. If you have a scripture verse you want to share with me, you want to encourage other people, leave in the comments below. I love that. Maybe I'll even share it at some point. But I definitely appreciate you all watching. You have a great day. Be blessed, okay? Thank you so much.